Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Linfield Coaches CatChat. Joe Stuart here with head women's soccer coach Steve Simmons on a beautiful day at the Linfield Soccer and Lacrosse facility. Coach, how you doing today?
Good. Well, it is a beautiful day. This is that time of year where the edge of the heat is not quite there. Yep. You got sunny skies, slightly cooler. Wonderful. It's a great time to be at Linfield.
It's a great time to stack some wins, too, especially with 7 of 8 coming up here at home. And we'll get into that in a little bit more. But your team's been off to a pretty solid start here to begin the season. 3-1-2, 1-0-1 in conference play, the top offense in the Northwest Conference, and the fewest losses in the league so far. Just what have you been seeing? Where's the team at here 3 weeks in and with its early success under their belt?
I think they're in a relatively good spot. I would contribute that to getting some traction because we have a lot of returners. So these players are in a situation where they're familiar, they know what's coming, and they're able to kind of get on with it a little bit faster than trying to take on new information. So, you know, with the returners, you can kind of see their performances a step up a level because it's not new to them, and so fair play to them.
16 goals scored through these early matches, which leads the Northwest Conference, as I mentioned. I'm sure that returner aspect, the experience is part of it, but what's led to the offense clicking so well so early on?
Well, I do think that it's a continuation from last fall. I thought we had a strong finish to last fall, had a strong spring campaign, and then I think the girls that, especially the ones that are returning, had a really strong summer, and that preparation is huge. And what that does, it leads to a kind of a smoother transition for new players to come in, and so they set the tone. And you know, we'd like to be further along, and I think we're probably where we want to be right now.
All right, yeah, and a lot of players have really put individual marks on the season already. Anna Daisy leads the Northwest Conference with 6 goals, had 2 against Willamette, already a hat trick to her name as well. A player that, you know, came in, had some injury issues, obviously is playing another sport as well, but she's thriving out there right now. What's made her so difficult to stop on the attack?
Well, I think she has been able to do more instinctual type of play, because the last year or so, you know, and then she had the injury year before that, is just a lot of learning. You know, sometimes when a player is taking on information, they don't feel fluid in their play, and I think Anna's got a lot of that in her DNA now, and so she's able just to go out and not overthink it. And so what you're seeing as a result is some super instinctual play. She's a really good athlete, and because of that, her play is fluid. She's kind of more in the flow of things, and you can see because she's not second guessing herself. She is instinctually being able to kind of go with what she feels is right, and it's led to a good start.
And when you got that kind of speed too, it doesn't hurt either.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
One of the best athletes we have here at Linfield right now. Jenna Stanley, just a sophomore, totaled 3 points against George Fox, new career high for her, and has scored in 3 straight matches. What have you liked out of her development here in her sophomore year?
Well, again, you know, one of the sophomores that finished off strong last year. I think Jenna had a wonderful summer, and you know, when the players come back for fall camp, you can tell, and I could tell from the get-go, that she really invested in the time that you need to prepare, because when you get to camp, it's a short runway. I mean, you have X number of days and bang, you're right into it, and then class starts, right? So full credit to her for her preparation. And, you know, that's not a mystery, that if you prepare well, you kind of set yourself up to do well. And so I'm super happy for her. You know, I know she's gone on the end of scoring some goals off of corner kicks, but I'm also liking her, as well as the other defenders, of really being cohesive. So that kind of those two pieces are super important.
Sure, getting offensive production from why not get it from all
100%. Yeah.
Mira Kurtaz, we knew what she could do last year when she came in. She's got 4 assists already to lead the Northwest Conference. We saw her finish with 5 last year as a 17-year-old freshman.
Yeah.
What is it about her game that makes her so good at creating opportunities from the midfield?
Yeah, Mia is so composed, and so she's a very cerebral player. She's well thought out. She doesn't get flustered too much, and so her ability to have the ball at her feet, keep her head up, look for options, and make good decisions is really good. I mean, she's up there as far as the top of the league at doing that, and I think she's only going to get better. She's only a sophomore, and so her understanding kind of the adjustment to speed of the game, she's able to really make good decisions under pressure, and that puts the other players in good attacking positions. So, when Mia is able to do what she does, it benefits everybody else, especially in the attacking play.
Shifting gears to the goalkeeping situation. Unfortunately, Lexi Fritz injured a few matches ago against North Central. We've had Emily Miller in goal since then. Just kind of wondering, how's Lexi doing since the injury, and what have you thought about Emily's performance stepping in between the posts?
We're just lucky that we've got a strong goalkeeping core, and we've got a strong goalkeeping coach and alum Maddie Reimer, and so that lineage continues, and so anytime a player goes down, it's the next person up, and Emily has certainly done that, and she's improved a lot. I think a big part again of her improvement, she was able to play on a U23 semi-professional summer league team, which is great because it puts you into scenarios where you're uncomfortable and you find a lot of growth, and I think that has come back to bless her, and so she got the call. And I think she's basically not missed a beat. So, and then you look at Emma Mulligan, who's our senior. When you're a goalkeeper, there's only one of you that can play. And so a lot of the value that comes into goalkeeping is what do you do in training. And I know those girls push each other.
Shifting gears to this weekend, up at Lewis and Clark on Saturday, a team you drew with twice last year. How do you separate and come away with a win this time, matching up against the Pioneers?
I think Lewis and Clark are they're improved. I think that they're going to be well drilled. They've got a couple of really good attacking pieces. It's the Northwest Conference is interesting. I think playing on the road, it is a little tougher. Even though it's a short trip, less than an hour, it is a little tougher. I think we all enjoy being at home and the comforts of home. So that's going to be a super important game for us. And so obviously we're going to go out and try to win it. But, for us, it's can we learn from our last two games? And, can we, continue to make improvements? And so getting a result up there, it's a big deal. I think the league's better, honestly. And so, you don't take any result for granted. And then I know you're going to go on to Sunday. There are league champions, right? And they're always a handful. They're well coached, got really good players. I thought when we played them the second time last year, we really, really played a good game, didn't get a result. And so we're always looking to make these improvements. The girls know that, and this weekend's an opportunity, right? And so we're looking forward to seeing how much growth we've had, because I've been barking on the growth thing for the last 3-4 years, right? But when you've got returning players, you start to see traction. It is what it is. So I'm not going to change my tune there. So we'll see where we're at.
I like it. The time is now.
Exactly.
All right, the Wildcats once again up at Lewis and Clark on Saturday before hosting that tough PLU squad here in McMinnville on Sunday. Both matches starting at noon. We'll, of course, have live coverage of Sunday's match right here on the Linfield Sports Network as we will. For all home matches, we'll have a lot of those coming up, 7 of the next 8 here in the friendly confines.
About time. I want to be back here.
All right.
I want to be back here.
All right, we're looking forward to it, Coach. Thanks for the time, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.